Yay! Okay. We are live. We are live on Facebook. Good afternoon, everybody. I am your host, Katie Lauer, behind the camera with a mask this afternoon, and I'm here with one of my dearest friends and neighbors and Waunakee resident, Silvia Guerin.
Hi, everybody.
And we are making some awesome treats today. We've got something for adults. We've got something for kids. And really it's for adults and kids. Both of them are. One is just for kids. But anyway, and what a dreary, cold, snowy day to be, in the kitchen. So that's the best place to be, in my opinion, in the kitchen on a cold day. So anyway, I want to introduce Silvia Guerin again. Silvia is from Brazil, and she's going to be making caipirinhas today, which is a traditional Brazilian alcoholic drink. And then also brigadeiros, which are these delicious little chocolatey fudge balls. And Silvia, I'm gonna just zoom in really quick because I wanna get like a good picture of what these look like. Ooh, my camera is like going all over here. Okay, so anyway, these are what brigadeiros look like. And then we're going to be making this delicious drink in a little bit as well. So let's get started. Okay, let's talk about the different things that we have at home that we need to have ready to start our process.
Perfect. Well, first of all, your pronunciation, Katie, for brigadeiros and caipirinhas was spot on. So well done.
Thank you.
I think I've been feeding these people around us here in the neighborhood some of these, so some are very much practiced on the words.
Yeah.
So what we need for the brigadeiros first, we'll start with the kids. We are going to need 1 can of sweet condensed milk,
Okay.
which I already have here.
Okay.
We need about 3 full tablespoons of cocoa powder.
Okay.
Please use pure cocoa powder. Don't try to use those chocolate mix that we buy because they contain sugar. It will get too sweet.
Oh, yeah.
And then 1 tablespoon of butter.
Okay.
And what we will go do.
Should the butter be room temperature, or does it matter?
No, because this is all going in the stovetop in a moment here.
Okay, so you have like a medium-sized pot.
Mm-hmm.
You're putting in a tablespoon of butter.
Yeah.
You're putting in a full can of sweetened condensed milk, and you're putting in 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder.
Exactly.
All right.
With that,
I already like
a really simple recipe, guys.
I don't think you can go wrong with any of those ingredients.
No,
so
yeah, exactly. So I will bring you over here to the stovetop.
Okay.
We are going to start with a medium to high temperature until these ingredients are really blended.
Okay.
I will give you the first note on the recipe.
Okay.
As these things are mixing up in the pot, make sure that you are constantly mixing and cleaning up the bottom of the pot.
Okay.
Otherwise, you can get some burned pieces.
Okay.
And it goes really fast to burn. So this is a really very quick recipe.
Okay. So what is your burner at? I mean, and you just said medium, did you say?
Yeah, so it's about medium-high for now until
okay.
it's all very mixed, like homogeneous. You will see in a moment.
I assume you can use any kind of pot, like if you have nonstick or anything like that, right? There's no major hang up with that. Okay.
Now, as I'm making this for you guys, I feel like I'm going back home to Brazil.
Yeah, tell us about, you're from Brazil.
We grow up on this stuff. For us, the brigadeiros are like the mini cupcakes for the American folks.
Yeah.
We have our birthday parties and we are waiting for our cakes to come, but in fact, it's not really the cake that we're looking for. We're looking for the brigadeiros that will come with it. And again, they are really very tasty, very rich.
So popular at birthday parties. Is that kind of like any Brazilian kid's birthday party you go to, you're like for sure going to see brigadeiros?
Very much, yeah. And then this time around in Brazil, there is a rebirth of brigadeiros, and some people are doing really quite gourmet style brigadeiros, and they are making it really fancy. So it's becoming serious business for many people in Brazil.
Yeah.
So Katie, if you want to show here, I would just see how it's starting to incorporate everything.
Yes.
And it's really becoming very liquid as the temperature goes up.
Okay. Yeah.
So we'll continue there. Remember to clean the corners. Now, if burns a little bit, it's fine. I will be honest with you. I like when it burns a little for myself because it has some crunchy chocolate pieces inside. So if you burn a little, do not worry, don't toss away. It's still pretty good to eat.
Awesome. All right, tell us, okay, so you're from Brazil.
Yeah.
How long have you lived in the US?
About 16 years, and then 1 year in Canada prior to coming to the US. Yeah.
Wow. So yeah, and so where are you from in Brazil?
I am from a town called, a city called Campinas. It's about 1.5 hours from São Paulo.
Okay.
In São Paulo state. It's a pretty big city, actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I am so glad that you're sharing this with us because if you don't know Silvia personally, she is an awesome cook. Like everything that comes off of her grill or out of her kitchen is amazing. And I'm so happy that I've been on the receiving end of that a number of times. So this was like a perfect way to showcase some of the delicious things that you make.
So I need to show you something now.
Yeah.
So it's super quick, guys, as you see. See how it's starting to get thicker, the mix?
Yeah.
So now the time for us to remove this is when we do this, and we can see a lot of the pot. Okay. It's starting to get, So I will do it again. Right now, it's still not so good because it is moving so fast. So it's meeting very, very fast. Okay. But I dropped the temperature a little bit now because it's a crucial moment of the brigadeiro. Oh, okay. And just make sure that you are stirring because it's getting really thick very fast. Oh, okay. Right? Can you see now how it's taking longer for you to have the two sides of the brigadeiro meeting? Yes. It's the perfect spot.
Firming up a little bit more.
So now we turn off the temperature.
All right.
And move the mix to the plate. Now I wish that technology would let us transfer the smell of the kitchen to you guys. So lucky Katie is smelling it.
I can, I'm just getting the smells through my mask.
Yeah,
I think I'm missing out too, which is unfortunate.
So that's it.
Okay.
That is the base for the brigadeiros, right? Okay. So it's a really thick dough kind of thing.
Yeah, okay.
See how quick it was?
That is super quick. Okay, so we want it to cool.
We want it to cool to room temperature at least. So as it gets close to the room temperature, if you want to toss it in the fridge a little bit just to accelerate, that's fine. What I would recommend is don't leave overnight on the fridge because it will dry out. Okay. We don't want that. Brigadeiros have a very unique texture, like a fudge. Okay. And we don't want that to dry out. So luckily, I have one ready to go here.
All right. So you just let it sit out at room temperature and you don't cover it or anything like that?
No, I leave it there.
Okay.
Like that.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
If you are going to take a while to use it, as it's cooled down, you can cover with like a, how do you say this?
Saran wrap?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Just to avoid
cling wrap, whatever. Okay.
So now
I'm gonna try to get my phone out of this.
Whoops. Imagine that you're making this now at home.
Okay.
Probably around dinner time, the temperature will be perfect.
Okay.
And that's when I will tell you, invite your kids to come and help you with this part now, because it's a really fun part.
Okay.
It's
hold
also...
on 1 second. I hope I didn't lose my Zoom call all of a sudden. Okay. Sorry. All right. I was trying to get my phone out of this darn tripod because I was thinking it was not helping me, and then in the process of that I turned my phone off and I started panicking that the show ended. Okay, no, we're all good. Okay, all right. So we have our cool kind of fudge mixture. And how long should people at home expect to have it cool for?
I think at most at 2 hours. In 2 hours it will be perfect to roll.
Okay.
Right?
And I mean, would you ever put it in the fridge to let it cool down, or you just let it dry?
You can put it in the fridge right towards the end. Don't put something too hot in the fridge, as you know, right? But towards the end, just to accelerate that, you can certainly do that.
Okay.
not needed really in 2 hours. If you're making it now and you want to invite your kids to help you roll them by dinner time, they will be in good temperature to roll.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is the fun part that you can get the kids involved with and everything.
This is really the fun part. Yeah. And to be honest, as we grow, we become quite lazy and we don't do this part. So I remember going to college and making them on the pot and just eating that out of the pot when you needed that sweet stuff.
What?
I know, right?
I've never done anything like that.
Right. So what I will show you, this is unsweetened
unsalted
butter.
Or unsalted or unsweetened?
Sorry,
okay.
Unsalted butter.
Okay.
I just washed my hands very much there, guys, because it is messy. What you want to do, I usually suggest, I'm a food engineer as my background, so I always remember cut your nails short, making sure you don't have nail polish. But if you're doing this at home, again, it's your option. So you put a little butter.
Okay.
And
boil them all up. Huh?
You really like wash your hands.
Yeah.
Butter. And then with a spoon.
Okay. You just have like just a normal spoon.
You pull, this amount is usually like a half teaspoon.
Okay.
Take it out of there. And then you can choose any kind of sprinkles.
Because we're going to coat it with sprinkles. Yep.
Okay. In there.
So she's got some, I forget what people call them.
These are just chocolate sprinkles. Mm-hmm. This is the most traditional brigadeiros you will find. Okay. There we go.
Ooh. All right. Tell us quick about these little wrappers that you're using.
Oh, yeah. That's a good thing. So the wrappers, I do find those sizes that you're seeing there, the traditional brigadeiros, in any grocery shop here in the US. They are a little smaller than the mini cupcakes.
Okay. So if you see the mini cupcake ones, you want to go even a little bit smaller.
Yeah. Or you can also use the mini cupcake ones if that's what you have at home today.
Mm-hmm.
But you will have just to make a little bit bigger brigadeiros.
Yeah. For it to fill up.
I will say, do not go much bigger than the mini cupcakes, because this is a really sweet, very rich sweet, right? So
you don't literally want to bite off more than you can chew.
It's great for like bite-size portion control, so that's why it's good for adults too. By the way, it's clean label. It is gluten-free naturally, as you can see. Depending on what you're coating it with. And that's pretty much it. That's how you make brigadeiros.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Here in the view, you have the traditional brigadeiros that I just made.
Yeah.
We used some of the nonpareils in white and purple for the Waunakee colors. The ones inside the little flowers, which I did bring from Brazil.
Oh, how cute are those?
Those are coated with coconut, dry coconut. And the ones in the back, I have some pecan pieces at home today, and I coated them with that.
Gosh, I mean, there's so many things that you could like toss them in.
It's really
anything that you really
what we do sometimes too is if you want to put a grape inside, so you actually wrap
really
around it. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's really interesting. Yeah. And one thing that I've seen you make before is, and we're going to get to this, the caipirinha. So the caipirinha is the lime alcoholic drink. So Silvia has made a caipirinha brigadeiro before.
That's true. Yes, that is an adult flavor. I also made a baby's one time because my husband is from Ireland, and we wanted to kind of be represented in the sweets. So that is it, guys. I mean, it's really simple. And it's a little piece of my culture to share with you. Especially fun to do with the kids. I do have two shout outs actually that I wanted to do today. As I was explaining before, this is such a traditional sweet for us during birthday parties. And I have two dear neighbors that are turning 16. One of them, so first shout out to Peyton Paulson.
Yay!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Peyton.
Sweet 16. Couldn't be sweeter.
Yes.
You are going to take home today. I'll take over for you guys at your door. 16 brigadeiros to celebrate her birthday.
Oh, that's so nice.
And then tomorrow, another young lady is also turning 16, and it's Maggie Larry.
Yay!
Happy birthday, Maggie.
Yes, Maggie is my daughter.
Your mom is going to take the sweets.
I don't know if all 16 will make it to our house, but whatever.
So that is it. So
Yay!
let me wash my hands super quick here.
Okay, so I'm just going to go over the steps real quick again while you're washing up. So she started with 1 can of sweetened condensed milk, and then she had 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder, she had about a tablespoon of butter. And was it unsalted butter or?
It could be both.
It could be either one. Yeah.
Either one, but
Okay.
I used unsalted butter.
Okay. And then she mixed all of those ingredients up on a medium to high stove in a pot. And she just kept stirring. And then kind of when it finally thickened up, that's when she poured it onto a plate to cool. You're going to want to let that cool for about 2 hours until it's cool enough to handle. And then it'll be firm enough for you to scoop into little teaspoon sizes about.
Yeah.
Roll them up and dip them in whatever toppings you like. Silvia has sprinkles and she's got nuts and coconut and all kinds of yummy stuff. And don't forget to butter your hands when you're rolling them, otherwise
yeah.
it's
and
gonna
you
be
can roll
really
many with the first butter in your hands.
Yeah.
You can just make a lot of them, but as it starts to get sticky, just go wash your hands again, new coat of butter, and you start all over.
Okay. And they're ready to eat anytime, right? It's not like you have to wait.
No,
That's right. You ate them out of the pot. That's right. All right. So on to the adult beverage portion of the program. Tell us a little bit about this drink.
So again, we promised you would have a Brazilian party in your tummy today. That's exactly what we're doing for kids and
we
adults.
need it with the snow.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So what a better day, right? To do this with this weather. So the next recipe is a drink that is most traditional in Brazil called caipirinha.
Yeah.
For that, we use lime.
Okay, so we're starting with like 1 lime, diced up here.
This one is just half because of the size of the glass that I'm using.
Okay.
I'm using our We the People glass that I got when we came.
Oh, that's right. Get out and vote, everyone. Don't forget.
Yeah, exactly. We just became citizens last year, so we're really excited this year.
Oh,
so what you will need is just for this kind of cup, just a half of a lime, and it's up to you. Some people in Brazil just go and cut that lime in cubes.
Okay.
I prefer when you
juice it.
Take the skin
out
of just half of the lime, so it's not too bitter.
Oh, okay.
That's my own personal liking. So you guys have the.
So you're saying you peel your lime?
Yeah.
Like peel the skin off the lime.
So I peel just half of it,
like
right?
Okay.
So here I have half peeled and half.
Okay.
Already done. But
so this is already interesting because I would have expected that you were going to juice the lime.
No.
And you don't for this one.
So then I will put 2 teaspoons of sugar.
Oh, okay.
1, 2.
Okay.
That's again my liking, guys. If you prefer sweeter or less sweet, or in Brazil we also make this with using sweeteners. If you're in a diet, you don't want to use sugar.
Okay.
And then with a little.
Just a muddle thing there. Yeah. Okay. Wow.
Squish.
You're just like squish.
Yeah.
Right.
So that is already causing it to mix with the sugar, which is exactly what we want. So that is why I prefer when I peel half of my lime.
Yeah.
Because when you do that, it could become bitter.
Sure.
But it's taste, right?
Yeah.
So there you go. So it's kind of. Okay. All mixed
out of that. Yeah. Look at that.
Look at how difficult this recipe is. You think Brazil is so easy. Brazil is so easy. We'll now fill up this glass with the ice.
Okay. And you said it was a half a lime that was in there, right?
Yeah, for this kind of size of glass.
Yeah, okay.
I put just half.
Yeah, okay.
Now comes magic. So let's talk a little bit about cachaça.
Yeah.
The one I'm going to use is Pirajá. It's actually the name of a bar in Brazil.
Okay.
That I love. And it's very unique how you can find very many different brands of cachaças.
Yeah.
These ones here that you have on the display, you can actually find in Madison. I'm so sorry we didn't have the label on this one, but the bottle is so unique that I'm sure you will find.
So
this one is called Ipioca.
Okay.
And this one is the 51 Pirassununga.
Okay. And you can find both of these at Woodman's, you said, right?
Some liquor houses also have it. So you might want to ask.
So cachaça is the name of the alcohol that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And Silvia said, when you see this signature wrap like that, that's going to be cachaça for that brand.
Exactly.
And you were telling me before, like for this one, it's kind of like tequila where you can get gold, you can get silver, right?
So cachaça is actually made of the sugarcane juice that is distilled. So it's a bit like rum or the tequila kind of process. But in the rum, they use molasses and things like that. Us is straight the sugarcane juice. So it has a very unique smell to the drink as well.
Yeah. Okay.
But you do have the silver version, which is just this clear version. But many cachaças are also put in barrels and different kind of wood, and then they're aged in there. So you find some gold ones as well. So this one from Ipioca, sometimes here I find the gold version, which is fantastic. And you can make caipirinhas with both.
Yeah.
One more thing, enjoy carefully. This alcohol is 40% alcohol.
Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. You're not messing around.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
So what we're going to do now is put 2 ounces of the cachaça.
2 ounces. Okay.
And remember, you put a lot of ice.
Okay. Yes.
Oh, it smells lovely. It takes me back home. Now, if you're doing a perfect Brazilian one, I will teach you something. We have a word in Brazil called chorinho. That's what we ask the waiters when they're preparing this, or the bartenders to do. They put a chorinho there for us. It's just a little tear. There you go.
I love that.
And that's pretty much it, folks.
Look at that.
So
Okay.
we'll just stir. I would let it sit for a bit, of course.
Yeah, let the ice melt down a little bit.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you might get more than you bargained for.
Exactly. And voila.
Oh, yummy.
Now you can close your eyes in a day like today. Pretend you are in the beach in Brazil, having a little caipirinha, and travel with us a little. I think everybody needs that these days, right? So cheers, saúde. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you so much for joining us, everybody. And please post pictures of your final products in the comments section. We'd love to see who cooked along, who drank along, whatever it may be. And also, if you're interested in being featured on our program here, please reach out to us via Facebook. We'd love to meet more neighbors and find out the awesome things that they're making. So thank you so much, Silvia.
Thank you. This was
awesome.
fun.
Yes, I cannot wait to